Good morning or good night, Gacha Kingdom. You know, I've been wanting to make a video series about these men that be coming and going. I'd be sitting on them for a while, and I never really had any ideas to finish them out because I honestly didn't know how to structure these videos. That was until last night. Eikþyrnir, yes, that's how it's pronounced. I watched Phoenix Master 1, that's what he said. I don't know, IS has been on a old English kick recently. They pull all their stories from Norse mythology, but they really been going at it recently. That's besides the point. You know what? I hate Fire Emblem Heroes. I hate Fire Emblem Heroes with a burning passion. I would not recommend anybody to play this game. Unless I hated them, then yeah. I will conceive that Intelligent Systems knows their audience is a 50-50, maybe actually more than 50-50, maybe a 60-40 male to female split. They service the men, they got some good titties, and the women, they got some good titties over there, and the freaks like me, because good lord almighty, I'm about to risk it all, boy. For context, I started playing Fire Emblem Heroes the first week it dropped in 2017, and then I dropped it in 2019 because my Fire Emblem phases come in waves. Sometimes I open up the app and I'm like, yeah, I love Fire Emblem gameplay, and I would play it for as long as I could, because I'm gonna be so real with you, when there's no updates and there's just nothing you could do, it's dry. Other times there would be stuff to do and I would be like, man, I'm tired of this. So I dropped it. Now, even though I don't like Fire Emblem Heroes, I still kept up with the community because, not gonna lie, their memes are old-fashioned, but they're really fucking funny. That was until last year, I think, where they had a new story update. They added a bunch of new people, and of the new people, there was this big man. And I came, yes, and I resisted their urge to re-download Fire Emblem Heroes, all because of just one single Wagyu A5 grade muscle beef that I wish I could just get my hands on and taste. Oh my god, I just want one ride with this man. If you don't know any Fire Emblem lore at all, Editor Banknote Currency here jumping in to make sure that Cash doesn't look stupid, because apparently he doesn't know Fire Emblem lore at all either. In Fire Emblem, there's a race of people that are 50% human and 50% beast. There are different types of beast, and none of the lore is connected between all the games and stuff like that. I don't know if Heroes ever tried to do the connection between all different games, but Heroes is the gacha, so it's not official.
Mario is fucking ballin'! What the fuck? Mario's fucking ballin'?
Eikþyrnir here turns into a beast, but he turns into a gigantic elk man, and my god, man. I like how in his human form he's wearing this gigantic metal gong belt to cover up his thickener, and then when he turns into a beast form, he still has this gigantic gong around in that area to cover up his thickener, which is probably even bigger now because he's bigger. And then they carried that through with the winter form, even though his human winter form isn't wearing that gong. And then his summer form, oh god, his thickener is out! And he won the popularity contest this year. Basically meaning we're getting to see him again in a different outfit. 4 different variants of Eikþyrnir, all within a year and a half time span when he came out of the closet. Camilla must be really proud of you, girl. Reading through his dialogue, dude is just a gym bro. He just talks about training. He's like, oh, do you want to get as big as me? And I'm like, dog, I don't even think if I hit the gym and do training like you, I would be as a half, maybe not even a quarter as thick as you. And if he's not talking about his gains, he's talking about how he wishes his sisters would be happy one day, which is so nice. What a family man. Which is a bit different from what I thought IS was gonna write him as, because I thought we were gonna get Quincy from New Carnival, but instead we got Anton from Zenless Zone, which, you know, in hindsight, yeah, that makes kind of sense because man is jacked, and that man is hella jacked. I bet they would be best bros. Now, after some sessions with Eikþyrnir, I thought about Fire Emblem Heroes as a game, and I was like, man, oh. Well, the gameplay is basically just mini Fire Emblem, which is not bad. What is bad is the amount of text that I have to read every single month. They just keep adding biblically accurate weapon descriptions to every single character. God damn. And I know the counter argument is usually, okay, if you read it, it's not that bad. But why does it gotta look like this then? And not only that, it's every single month. Oh, we got new characters characters, new meta just dropped, and we got a new paragraph we gotta put in, and then like every single month they like refine old weapons, so like you get like 5 to 6 new weapon descriptions that come out, and it's just more text to read through. Girl, no one reading through that. Do not mess with Yu-Gi-Oh players. We do not read our cards. And while we have a team over there writing these weapon descriptions, the writing team, like for the story, must be like 1 or 2 people, because my god, reading through that story fucking blows, and not in a good way. Like, I could summarize every single arc in the Fire Emblem Hero story. It's literally just, oh my god, our nation is in a war with another nation, and their nation's really strong, but with the power of friendship, we can gather our friends and we can convince the other evil people that they're doing wrong, and because some evil is not evil, they come to our side, and then we beat the evil. And then, wow, we did it. Woo! And then, like, next year, there's a new arc. Oh my god. I remember earlier that I said that the game goes through dry spells. Well, I wasn't lying, man. It's dry. And when you can only do your weeklies for free currency, and then, like, you use all your currency on a banner, for example, and you get Eikthrnir, and then next month, Eikthrnir is gonna get his next outfit, and he's gonna be stronger than this Eikthrnir, then it's just like, what else am I supposed to do? Just pull out my credit card? Damn, no wonder why this game has been around since 2017, because people are just spending their money. But you know what? Fuck all of that. This game still puts men in Speedos. I can't think of a gacha game that recently put men in Speedos. I mean, unless it has gay sex in it, then yeah, I can name a few. I think what sucks the most, yes, this sucks even more than some of y'all suck in his thickener, is that Eikthrnir is gonna be like stuck as a Fire Emblem Heroes original character. Like, he's never gonna have the same story writing or same story development as somebody who's in like a mainline Fire Emblem game. Granted, with Intelligent Systems' recent portfolio of Fire Emblem games, where one game is literally Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, and the other game's story writing is literally just the wheels on the bus go round and round. But y'all understand what I'm trying to somewhat get at, right?
No!
If Eikthrnir was put in a Fire Emblem game where Intelligent Systems actually like gave a shit about the story, and they give him like bond supports, like if him and, I don't know, someone like Caesar had a bond story where Caesar is like, oh yeah, I want to get stronger, I want to be like the king of my world, and then Eikthrnir is like, oh yeah, okay, we can train with me, and then like Eikthrnir like finds out that Caesar is like high-key like a shoujo girly, and Eikthrnir is like, dude, that's so cool, and like Caesar's like, oh thanks, you know, like stuff like that. And then like with like the protagonist, it could be like high-key yaoi, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, you can train to be as big as me, you want to like feel my muscles, and then you feel him out and you're like, oh wow, yeah, I want to be as strong as you. And then like training gets to the point where like it's not just touching the muscles, it's like licking his must. That's crazy. I don't know. I just feel like they dropped so much potential. Like, Eikthrnir is such a raw design. And I'm not talking about him going in me raw. I'm genuinely talking about how he's such a good looking man. And they just put him in their gacha game instead of just like sitting on his design and just putting him in the next mainline Fire Emblem game. You would have secured some $70 sales, Intelligent Systems. I'm just saying. I think that's everything off my chest. Who knew Fire Emblem would have gotten me this heated? Speaking of heat, hey, Eikthrnir, I heard that time of season's coming up for your time of blood. So if you need some help, give me a phone call. I hope I'm the first one you hit up. Who am I kidding? Like, Eikthrnir's thickener can't be as good as Komano's throb